Hey everyone, Chris here. If you saw my last video, you would have seen that Pa took delivery of this 2022 Corvette C8 last week, and probably doesn't look so much on camera as it does in person, but this thing is pretty dirty. And we did that on purpose, which I will explain here in a second. So this got to the dealership, we called right away, and we stopped them from touching it as quick as we could. And we did it on purpose. So for anyone who has as much interest or passion in cars and keeping them nice as I do, you will understand this. So cars, to me specifically, are it's not just a mode of transportation from A to B. Sure, some of them are, like the Civic I had, for example, but something like this or anything back here, you know, it's sort of an extension of a personality, if you will, if that makes sense. I've been in the car since as long as I can remember, since my dad first got his. We grew up with Corvettes. We had like 40th anniversary ZR1s, for example. But as soon as he got like this, it was 98 GTS. I learned how to drive manual on that at 14. As soon as he got that car, it was game over for me. I've just been obsessed with cars ever since. You know, like him, we work very hard to be able to purchase these cars, and we want to keep them looking nice, and we drive them. Yeah, we don't beat on them, but you know, we're proud of what we've accomplished in life, of our success, and cars is a reflection of that. We don't buy it to reflect success, but it's just something that we have internally that, you know, we're proud of, and something that is just, it's a passion that him and I share. Anyway, if you're anything like that, you'll understand that keeping these cars as in the condition as best condition as we can is something that I both enjoy doing and not obsessed over, but I obsess, I guess you could say, over them as being, or the cars being as perfect as they can be. Head Belzers not even touch this car when they got it, because I wanted to put hands on it first and really clean her up before we do a clear bra on it. And not that they would. I mean, you see like swirls in the sticker, for example. This is without it even being touched. I think I showed this on the video, but like, see that type of stuff? This would be a lot worse. Oh, that was terrible. This could potentially be a lot worse if the if the dealership had put their hands on it, because they're not in the business of making cars look perfect like a detailer would be. They're in the business of moving cars, moving inventory. That's how they make their money. They sell cars. They don't want to spend the time perfecting them. And yeah, maybe they would hand wash this, but still, they don't have the care that I would. I'm going way in depth with this. Today, we're going to detail this guy up. Now, like I said, nothing's been done to this thing. There's still plastic on the floors. The floor mats haven't been installed. The windows are trashed. Everything is just, honestly, it's how it should be coming from a dealership. That's what I was going to say, is back up. If you ever have the ability, and again, you have the passion like I do to keep your cars that you work hard for, that you spend a lot of money on and time being able to afford, you should let the dealership do the PDI, which is the pre-delivery inspection, and then don't touch it, don't wash it, don't do anything to it. That just prevents them from putting any marks on your car that wouldn't otherwise be there, again, because they don't have the investment that you do. So if you can have the dealership not touch it, and the only way you're really going to do this, honestly, because dealerships, you know, the cars come off the trucks and they go right to PDI and they get cleaned up, they get put on the website or put on the lot for sale right away. As long as if you catch them before that, like my new car right there, if you catch them before it gets to that point, or this is one that my dad ordered, catch them, you know, let me know when the car gets there, gets off the truck, don't touch it. If you catch them before any of that happens and they don't touch it, because I mean they mean well, they're trying to make it look nice, but if you can prevent them from touching it, I would suggest doing that. And that's either by looking at incoming inventory, whatever's on the, you know, coming from port or on a truck or in some form of transportation to the dealership, not physically at the dealership, and you can wait a day or two or a week, whatever it is. Or if you custom order, like I did with my 992, that takes a lot more time and planning and preparation, but you know when that's going to come in. It's not going to be sitting on the lot for who knows how long. My Mazda is a good example, the one that I just got rid of. That was on the lot for who knows how long. It had 252 miles on it when I bought it. It had rock chips on it and scratches and stuff that a brand new car shouldn't. Prevent that by, letting the dealership know you want to take it as is off the truck if you can. Anyway, so today we're going to clean this guy up, and I thought I would bring you guys along with that. So let me stop rambling and get going on this. So first time driving this thing, it was only 20 feet. Mark my words, I'm gonna get myself one of these. The Z06, I think, though. Gotta get the coupe. All right, I'll speed through this, but I'm gonna dry it off. Got it all washed and dried. I haven't taken a towel to this yet, but as I dry cars with that air blower, I tend to, you know, look at things as you get close up to them because you're trying to get, you know, super detailed. Like I wanted to spray in these vents. You know, your eye goes to certain areas because you want to make sure that it's getting dry. Now this thing looks great from a distance, right? Yeah, that color looks awesome. But when you get closer, and as you dry things, you tend to start noticing things, you know. I'm gonna try to do without the light actually. So things like, see this right here? I'm afraid that this entire car might need to get polished out, because even like stuff right here, you see all these little, tiny little, like that, see that? There's just hundreds of them around the car, and I'm not sure if it's fallout. I should have done iron on here, but you know, brand new cars are not in as pristine condition as some would think. This thing gonna focus? There we go. You see all that? Some of that's water. You see most of it's not, like this. Now granted, yes, the clear bra will help disguise or hide most of these, but that's not the point. The point is that you want this paint to be as perfect as possible. So again, I'm afraid I'm going to have to polish this entire thing. So even stuff like that. Oh, the camera's picking. There you go. See that? Look at the light on the paint. Stuff like that. I know it's OCD. Even the stickers I saw. Kind of nasty. See all that? Right there. So, not that I don't like polishing. I'm really good at it. I'll be able to show some before and after shots. See this one? This is a long one. Goes all the way up here. See that? That's not a reflection. That's actually there's actually like scratches. Just there, it has to hit it by the right angle. Like right here, this flips up a little bit and the angle doesn't get it. Saw a whole bunch down here. This entire, yeah, look at all that. And yes, there's some water on there. This entire thing is all swirled up. And again, thanks to Belzers for doing as I asked, but they didn't even touch this thing. They didn't throw it through a car wash. As far as I know, they didn't try dusting it off. Maybe they did a little bit when they're sitting in the service bay, just so it doesn't look like crap. But these things are typically covered up with some type of tarp or something for transportation. You can tell that people went in and out of the trunk here. There's like a whole handprint somewhere, like in the shape of a hand, somewhere on this back trunk from someone shutting it. But she cleaned up really well. Yeah, look at this type of crap. See all that? We'll get her looking nice. It'll just take some time. Yeah, see? That's the light catching it in the right angle. Nasty. Probably re-cleaning it anyway. I mean, yeah, it's just nasty. I don't polish often because all my cars are clear brown. But occasionally I do polish one time before clear brine. This is a good example of that. So what I'm going to do is I like to use the Meguiar's polish. Been using this for a little bit. Stuff works really well actually. I'm going to start the Meguiar's 210. This is the least aggressive of the two. It's not going to cut too much. It's just going to hopefully take out some of those imperfections here. And I don't think I have any microfiber pads. Well, shoot, I was hoping I had a microfiber pad in here. Appears I do not. So, I'll just use this one. This is the Rupes Ultra Fine pad, the yellow one. Because again, I'm not trying to. I could spend hours on this, and to do it right, it's probably what I should do. But I'm gonna try to get away with just doing one step of 110. I'm sorry, one step of 210 on here, and let's see how it looks. Let's start with this small area over here. I don't think this is going to be enough. I mean, it's definitely better. It might just be enough, to be honest. As I said, the clear brow is going to be disguising most of this, but I see there's still stuff like that, which I'm not happy with. But the main area that I was focusing on was right up here. No, and this turned out, that's my handprint. This turned out pretty good. Then you got stuff like this. See that? That line right there. I just don't want to like put too much into it. This one enough to make it look really nice. I think I'd be happy with that. I'm just going to slow down a little bit. Use a little bit more polish. So to give you an idea, you know, this is what it was like. See all that? That's what this area was just like. And there's still a little bit there, but it's not nearly as bad. See, it's kind of the haziness in there compared to this. I don't know, I mean, I'm gonna do one more section. I'm gonna try the 110. See on these things? See that? Let's try that section real quick using the 110 and then go back over with the 210 and see how that looks. This is Meguiar's 210 on a Adams compound pad. I can tell right away this is going to be This is going to be the one with the step to do. Yeah, it looks awesome. This is really soft paint, meaning it doesn't take a whole lot to correct. Look at that. Whew. This looks awesome. This is step one also. Just the compound, no polish. Remember those scratches that were right here? See if that focuses. Look at the light in the background. I even touched the sticker a little bit. You can see it's a lot more clear right here than it is over here. See those swirls starting to show up? Alright, I think this is going to be the answer, which means it'll be kind of a longer morning for me, but it is what it is. I want this looking great for paw, as good as it can. Even this one up here, see, it's all taken up right here. See this, that line right there? I didn't go put too much focus on this, but the majority of it is gone. Alright, I'm going to do this off camera. I'm going to go around polishing the entire car. These McGuire's 110. It's going to take some time, so I got to blow out the pad in between panels. But it's going to look good. Stay tuned. I'll come back when I'm done. I'm about halfway through. At some point you got to know, when to stop. And, this paint is turning out to be very time consuming, but easy to fix. It's looking really good. But some things, you're not able to do much about. Like here, looks like it's almost like a little dust nib got between the paint and the body. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on plugging. My blue pad decided to do that to me. I don't know why. I have these lower rockers to do, but the lower third of this door, and then I think she is done for stage 1, and I'm going to go around and do stage 2. But you can see now, I wasn't going to show anything until after I was done, but I mean, look at the stripes, how much more clear and perfect they look. And then I redid this area at the stage 1 compound. Just some stuff that went flinging. She's looking pretty good. Gotta do down here still too. Actually, so I'll use the small one for those tighter areas. But it's looking good. I'm happy with the results. It's taken about an hour so far. It's moving along pretty quick. Helps when it's a small car. The roof's been the easiest part so far. It's the flattest. There's so many different lines on this car. Like, look at this door panel alone. It starts up here. We got this line. And it curves in right here. Then you got the outline, another outer line. Then it comes down to the door gap right there. I don't tape this stuff, even though I probably should. I just end up cleaning it afterwards. It cleans up really easily if you get it right away. Alright. I'm gonna keep on plugging. I got it all done. I'm gonna bring it back over here. I'm gonna wash it up one more time, get rid of some of this residue. Like, see all this splatter on the windshield? I'm gonna get rid of that stuff here real quick. So I'll do that, and then I'll bring it back and I'll dry it off, and next time you see it, it'll be done. Oh my. The Vikings are losing to the worst team in the league. Go figure. Got her all cleaned up. Let me get some better angles on here. So you all remember seeing these little imperfections in the hood, specifically like in this area. There's some light in there. As you can see, they are, let's say it's like 95, 99% good. Here we go. Look at that. And there's some on this side as well. Focus here. Here we go. So check that out. Even the stripes look pretty dang good. So I did that along the entire car. Man, this thing looks sharp. Everything got done. The roof had some pretty nasty marring on it as well. That looks about 98% good. And I'm getting some compound in between here, and you can see, as long as you catch it all right or quick enough, end up, look at that here a little bit. Just a little bit left. I don't know if you can see that. As long as you get at it pretty quick, it doesn't stick around. These rockers were pretty chewed up. As you can see now, it's looking pretty dang good. Alright, so now what I gotta do, I gotta take off these dealer stickers. The window sticker always gets stuck to the windshield, so you see that residue right there. The inside needs to be cleaned up. Some of this scrap on the windows here. Got plastic everywhere. I'm gonna clean up all these water spots. Take off stuff like this. See, it says don't even wash it, but you know that they do. Come back here. We ended up getting extra floor mats for this guy that are in here. I'm gonna take this off so it doesn't get ruined. I'm gonna get going on putting this interior together, as well as cleaning up some of this stuff. Oh, that was another one. Remember, I think in my delivery video I talked about maybe the nasty scuff right here. I was able to get that out as well. This car cleaned up so well. Look at this angle right here. So nice. Can't wait to get this thing clear brad, and it's gonna be sweet. All right, hang tight. I'm gonna finish this up. Okay, that took me. What time is it? It's 1:30. That took me about 6 hours to do. Fully washed it, dried it, found a ton of imperfections. Did a compound to the entire exterior, then did a polish to the entire exterior. Came in, cleaned the inside. It wasn't bad on the inside, just needed to be vacuumed up. Had the mats installed. Sticker residue removed. Dealer stickers removed from the windshield. But this thing cleaned up very nice. I haven't driven it on the road yet. Just been driving it around here. And it doesn't... It's surprising how... I mean, I know I'm behind the curveball on this, but it's surprising how... I don't want to say nice. It's... nice is probably the best word I can think of. Compared to like the ZR1 up here, you know, it still feels like a Corvette. The doors feel kind of cheap when you shut them. Even when you get in and you close the door, I mean, it just feels cheap. But this feels really high end. You know, similar to what like I would call like a Porsche or like the Audi over there. It does not feel, look, sound anything like a Corvette. And I think that's going to bring up a whole new market for Chevy, and you know, trying to get beyond the, you know, knee-high socks and the other stereotypical type customer that typically would buy a Corvette. I think someone like me would buy a Corvette at this stage. Granted, I've owned a few in the past, but you know, this actually makes me want to go out and get like such a sweet looking and feeling car overall. So I am gonna put my name in. I already have my name in actually, but I am gonna pursue it. A new Z06. I'll probably try to build it so I can get the colors and options that I want. But this thing turned out really great. I'm gonna get in touch with Ryan from Solar Shield, and we'll get on his schedule here to do a clear bra as soon as possible on this bad boy, so it stays nice and clean and protected for the entirety of its life, with us at least. I'm not crazy about these wheels. I did not do any tire dressing on them. Just let them be natural looking. Not crazy about the wheels. I think they just look not the greatest to me. I don't know, I'm sure there's better options. I'm sure there's worse options too. I think this, you know, what would you call this? Like a ruby red. I don't know, like a rich. This is very similar to McLaren's lava red. It's a very deep, rich hue to it, and I think that in combination with these metallic black stripes, which again I wish were painted, not vinyl stickers, it's a really good combination. Look at this angle right here. It's just, again, I know I'm way behind on this. I'm just very surprised how much I like this car. I knew it would be nice, but I didn't think it'd be this nice. It even smells different. Chevys have a unique smell, kind of like Porsche, and this doesn't necessarily smell like a Chevy. I thought that's a bad thing, but I think it just goes to show that Chevy has really upped their up the bar on this one, and I think it's going to be some time until the others follow suit. I just got rid of that Challenger, which, by the way, I don't know if I said this, it got stolen out of the parking lot from the dealership I traded it in. Someone just, I guess, went through the windshield and hot wired it and took off with it. Thing's probably in Mexico at a chop shop right now. I think I said that already. Anyway, but going from like that Challenger, which is more expensive than this, to this, which is cheaper, smaller, faster, and newer, I guess. But it's nice seeing that Chevy is stepping up their game as far as quality goes. Not that they had any bad quality, but you know, that ZR1, you can definitely tell it's cheap. I mean, I don't want to do this too much, but the cars are made of plastic, except for the door, I guess. But it just doesn't feel like a cheap, typical Chevy car. It's 1:30ish. I gotta clean this area up and head home. It's my mom's birthday today. We're gonna take her out to dinner, and I think I'm gonna take this floor scrubber around real quick. The floors have been cleaned since before Halloween. So, all right, I'm gonna end this video here. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.